For the next activity, we will see the subject of leadership and motivation in the students. First of all, we will watch a video. It's a 10-minute video, so you can pay attention, and later we will have some feedback.
Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, what this world needs is a little wonder.
Look, Mama, take it!
Isn't it? The way they move, full of strength, color and grace. They're astounding. But you? Cursed from birth. A man, if you can call him that, who God himself turned his back upon. Stop it! Why would you say that? Because you believe that you can only see the beauty that can come from passion. I say they let you go too soon.
Good luck out there. It's your problem now. You're no good to me, so get out!
You're good enough for me, dollface. Here you go.
But they're different from me. Yes, you do have an advantage. The greater the struggle, the more glorious the triumph.
I can't find my caterpillar. Where is he?
He's right there. In the cocoon, see? He'll be fine. You won't even recognize him when he comes out.
Oh, wow.
Hey! Hey, George! Poppy! I need help to cross! Can anyone help me?
What's the matter with you? Just gonna leave me here?
I think you'll manage.
What? I guess I'll just magically get up, huh?
Hey, George, coffee, how's the water? Time for a
Hey, Will, you coming in? Hey, Big Will, come in! Will! I can swim! Look like a barrel of moonshine. Come here, you.
Your eyes will witness this fine air, our bravest soul, as he cheats death by ascending 50 feet into the air and leaping to this pool of water.
Wow, how'd you do that, mister? Were you scared? It was so high.
Sweetie, you can do anything.
Did it hurt when you hit the water?
Okay, first of all, I want to ask you, why do you think we use this video as an example of motivation and leadership for the students? Could you see the leadership in the character of the video? Anyone?
Well, I think motivation is important, but when you work more in like self-confidence, you can do more. That's the example over there.
I think a lot of our students don't know their abilities. They doesn't know, and they have to do different things in order to know them. Okay.
Thank you, teacher. Anyone else? Okay. I saw a hand over there. Thank you.
Motivation is very important to reach your goals. And in my planning, in my lesson plan at the beginning of my class, I use this video, the first and the second part.
Okay.
And I recommend to use this at the beginning of our classes. And I recommend another video called Cuerdas. It's very important to motivate the student. We have a student that doesn't like English, and it's very important to motivate them.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Well, also for the motivation is very important as a teacher to have a good leadership. So we have a few definitions of leadership. The first one is the position or function of a leader, a person who guides or directs a group. An act or instance of leading, guidance, direction. Leader, a person who rules, guides, or inspires others. I want to ask you right now, for you, what is leadership and how can you use your leadership for good results with your students?
I think it's more important to be a guide or someone who inspires. I don't think, well, there's a difference between being a chief, a boss, than a leader. It's not the same just to give orders and to tell them what to do, but instance, to inspire them to do stuff, right? To motivate them to do what they have to do. It's a very big difference between one and the other. And to make them learn what they can do by themselves, I think it's the most important thing to do.
Thank you, teacher. We have another participation. Thank you.
Okay, I think about that the second one is the correct because to leader is not a position. You don't need a position to be a leader. It's not a person who has rules because sometimes they don't help us to be better persons or to have a good guide. I think it's the second one because it's an act, and sometimes it's a natural act to lead and to guide to students.
Thank you, teacher.
I agree with you, on the second definition. I'll just add support because our students, most of them probably are able to speak some English, but they are afraid to do it because most people laugh, or make funny when they, even if they speak correctly, most people laugh So they are afraid, of speaking in front of a group. And I think we need to work, like another partner said, in their self-esteem. If we make mistakes, who cares? I mean, we need to try it. If we don't do it, we will never learn. So we need to push them to keep trying and trying and trying, and at the end, they will get better.
Thank you, teacher. I want to emphasize that comment you just said. In the video, we watch a part where the owner of the circus tells the main character that he believes it. It's following this self-esteem. If the students believe that they can't do it, as one of you told in the icebreaker activity, they can't. We have to make that switch to open the door that they believe that they can do anything that they achieve. I want to ask you one more question. What type of leadership did you see in the video? Were you identified with the owner of the circus, with your students, or what kind of motivation did you see in that video? Anyone? Okay. Can you repeat that, please, in the mic?
I mean, the sense of belonging in a group and a community. You need the protection of your community, at the most close community. And the problem that many students have is that they don't feel that belong in any place. They need a circle of friends. That's why they make groups and make teams. But that also to separate it from the other. They are a community inside the classroom, but inside the classroom there are different communities.
Yes.
And we battle a lot to integrate everybody in one group, and be responsible for that group. For when they have a problem or something happen in the classroom, they are all responsibility, and they have trouble dealing with that. They say, I don't do it, my group didn't do it, why we have to pay for everything, no? And they need to understand that they are a group, they are a community, and they belong in that group, and we have agreements that we have to accomplish, and we need that belonging. They need to feel, be a part of a group, to belong in a group.
Okay, thank you. I would like to ask you, how do you do in your campus to generate that that
Okay.
belonging sense between the students?
When we start in the semester, we have a little chat, and we establish no rules, agreements. We set a 10 agreements that we discuss each other. Okay, I think that we only have 5 minutes for waiting to start the class. Only 5 minutes. Everything is agreed? Yes, no, okay, and we write it down. No violence is accepted, any kind of violence. We write it down, and when we finish, we discuss, are you okay with this? Yes, no, why? Do you have any doubts? Everything is okay with that, and then sign it. And that agreement is something that we have to respect for everybody to work, everything work inside the classroom. So something happened, we discussed. I encourage to learn every name of the administration people that help us. So if there is a problem, who to turn to. Something happened with me, for example, or something happened with a student, who to go, where to go, and who the people is available to speak with you. Who can help you if something happened. Today, to knowledge the power they have inside the classroom, empowering the student, make us responsible for themselves and what they are learning and how do they work inside the classroom.
Okay, thank you, teacher, for your feedback. I see many of you are very motivated to work with your students to make a difference, right, in their education. So that's the whole purpose of this video and of this small conference, for you to be aware that it is very important to motivate our students and to guide them, as you said, to be there in case anything is needed. I think sometimes more than teachers, you have to be psychologists, you have to be moms, confident, because we are more than that in the classroom, right? Did you like the video? Have you seen it? Or does anyone have another recommendation of a video we can use for this subject? Well, I invite you to watch more videos like this. This one is called Butterfly Circus, and this same author has many books, many conferences, and he's a true example of what we can achieve if we believe we can. So thank you very much for your attention.